We open on a car driving through the winding mountain roads of Tennessee. Inside are 5 Michigan State University students heading to a remote cabin for what they think will be a relaxing weekend. There's Ash with his girlfriend Linda, his sister Cheryl, and their friends Scotty and Shelley. They're laughing and joking, completely unaware of what awaits them. But something is already watching their approach. The cabin comes into view, a weathered, isolated structure that looks abandoned. The building is more run down than expected, with creaking boards and an atmosphere that immediately feels wrong. Later that evening, Cheryl sits sketching. Her hand moves across the paper, but she's not controlling it. The pencil moves on its own, creating a horrifying image. She gasps and drops it. As they settle in, Ash and Scotty explore the basement. What they discover changes everything. Among the debris, they find a tape recorder sitting next to an ancient-looking book bound in what appears to be flesh, marked with strange symbols and warnings. Scotty presses play on the tape recorder. A professor's voice crackles through the speaker, explaining he's been studying the Book of the Dead, the Mortuorum de Monto, an ancient Babylonian and Sumerian text containing demonic incantations. He's recorded himself reading them aloud. This is where things take a dark turn. The professor begins reciting the incantations in an otherworldly language. As the words echo through the cabin, something stirs in the forest outside. An ancient, malevolent force awakens. Something that has been sleeping for centuries, hungry for revenge. The professor's final warning: these demons can possess the living, and the only way to stop them is complete dismemberment. The tape ends with an ominous click. Outside, the trees begin to move in ways that have nothing to do with wind. What happens next will change everything. Cheryl hears something calling from outside. Despite her fear, she feels compelled to investigate. She steps into the night, walking toward the dark tree line. Suddenly, the trees come alive. Branches reach out like arms, grabbing her. The forest itself attacks her in a brutal way, with vines wrapping around her limbs. The evil force assaults her through the very trees themselves. Cheryl stumbles back to the cabin, covered in scratches and dirt, absolutely traumatized. She tries to tell the others about the attack, but they don't believe her. "The trees came alive," she says, but it sounds impossible. "We have to leave, now," Cheryl begs. Ash agrees to drive her into town. But when they reach the bridge, the only way out, they discover something that makes their blood run cold. The bridge has been destroyed, its wooden supports bent and twisted into the unmistakable shape of a hand. They're trapped. Back at the cabin, something is wrong with Cheryl. The thing possessing Cheryl starts laughing, a horrible, inhuman sound. Her head twists at an unnatural angle, and when she speaks, her voice is layered with something demonic. "You're all going to join us, one by one." Without warning, Cheryl lunges at Linda with a pencil, stabbing her in the ankle. They wrestle her into the basement and lock the door. Through it, they hear her laughing and singing, promising they'll all be dead by dawn. Upstairs, the remaining 4 try to process what's happening. Then Shelley starts acting strange, sitting unnaturally still, staring at nothing. "Shelley, are you okay?" Scotty asks carefully. What the demon does next is absolutely horrifying. Possessed Shelley attacks with inhuman ferocity. In desperation, Scotty realizes what the professor said. The only way to stop them is complete dismemberment. His face goes pale as he reaches for an axe. The scene that follows is brutal. When it's over, Scotty and Ash wrap the remains in a blanket and bury them outside, neither able to speak about what just happened. But the nightmare is far from over. Scotty decides to find another way out through the woods. Despite Ash's protests, he grabs a flashlight and disappears into the dark forest. Ash checks on Linda, who seems okay despite her injured ankle. But something is slightly wrong. And that's when Ash realizes the horrible truth. Linda starts to change. Her head tilts at an unnatural angle. Her smile becomes too wide, stretching in ways human mouths shouldn't move. Then comes that same demonic laugh. The demon has taken Linda too. The door bursts open. It's Scotty, covered in wounds and bleeding badly. The forest attacked him the same way it attacked Cheryl. There's a trail, he gasps before collapsing. Through the woods, you can get out. Ash drags him inside and tries to stop the bleeding, but Scotty has lost too much blood. Meanwhile, Linda seems to return to normal, crying and scared. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me. But is she really free? Or is this just another trick? The moment Ash lets his guard down, Linda's face changes again, forcing Ash to drag her outside and lock her out. Ash checks on Scotty, but it's too late. His friend has passed away. Ash is alone now with possessed friends outside and his sister locked in the basement. Then he hears scratching at the door. Linda wants back in, but what happens next proves how cruel these entities are. Linda suddenly raises a dagger and tries to stab Ash. They struggle, and in the chaos, Linda falls onto her own blade. Ash drags her body outside with a chainsaw, but he can't bring himself to dismember her. Instead, he buries her near the trees. It's a decision he'll immediately regret. As Ash walks back, Linda's hand bursts through the dirt, clawing to the surface. She rises from the grave, that inhuman smile stretched across her face. Ash grabs a shovel and removes her head. But even beheaded, the demon won't let her rest. The severed head's eyes snap open, laughing and taunting him. We're going to get you, Ashley. You're next. Then the headless body rises and starts chasing him. Ash runs to the cabin, gasping for breath. But when he turns around, the cellar door is wide open. He hears a noise outside and picks up a gun. Just then, Cheryl's possessed form appears at the window and grabs the gun. Ash fires, but the bullets barely slow her down. He barricades both doors with furniture, but he's running low on ammunition. Ash rushes to the basement for more shells. As he descends, reality warps around him. The basement fills with blood, pouring from nowhere. He hears voices in his mind, promising death and suffering. He finds the shells and races back upstairs. Cheryl is breaking through the door with impossible strength. He slides a bookshelf in front of it. Then Scotty's body starts moving. The demon has possessed his corpse too. Both Scotty and Cheryl attack from different directions. Ash is surrounded, exhausted, and terrified. The demons are laughing, closing in, promising he'll be one of them by dawn. Then Ash notices the Book of the Dead has fallen near the fireplace. His eyes widen. This is what started everything. What if destroying it sends them back? With his last strength, Ash throws the book into the flames. The demons immediately start screaming. Smoke rises from their bodies as they stumble backward. The book burns, and the demons' screams become deafening. Their bodies rot and decay at an accelerated rate, flesh peeling away. As dawn's first light streams through the windows, the demons collapse into piles of rotting flesh. The screaming stops. The cabin falls silent. Ash is the only survivor, but he's alive, and the nightmare is over. He stumbles outside into the morning light, covered in blood and exhausted, but grateful to see the sun. For a moment, he believes the worst is over, but he has no idea what's waiting. Ash stares at the rising sun, trying to process everything. The peaceful morning seems to mock the horrors of the night. Then he hears it. That sound, the same rushing, demonic force, tearing through the cabin, smashing through walls. Ash spins around, his face frozen in pure terror. The screen goes black just as the force reaches him, leaving his ultimate fate unknown. The Evil Dead revolutionized horror cinema in 1981. What started as a low-budget independent film became a genre-defining classic that spawned sequels and remakes. The film explores themes of isolation and the consequences of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. If you enjoyed this recap, smash that like button and subscribe for more horror movie breakdowns every week. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another terrifying tale. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.